providing year-round recreational, respite, and travel programs for individuals of all ages with disabilities. That's the mission of Camp Courageous in Monticello, Iowa.
Yes, and it's not just summer camp we're talking about. The nonprofit provides a variety of camps for individuals and families throughout the entire year. Joining us now is Camp Courageous Program Director Jamie Brennan. Jamie, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thanks
for
making
having
the trip
me.
down.
Yes, we really appreciate it. You made a little trip down for sure today from Monticello. You came from camp. Camp Courageous has been around for a very long time. I believe more than 5 decades at this point.
Yes, founded in 1972
Okay.
with a gifted 40 acres of land, donated, I should say. And we just celebrated their 50th anniversary.
That's so exciting.
Yes.
Yeah, tell us a little bit more about why it all got started.
So it all gets started because families have children, and those children grow up as well to become adults who need a place to have a recreation, to have community, and to make connections socially and friends. It also gives families a break, what we call respite care.
Yeah.
So, you know, some families like mine grew up with a sibling with a disability, and it gives families a chance to make sure that their individual with a disability is having a good time while they connect and maintain relationships with the other family members.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's easy to get caught up in the day-to-day of caring with, with your family member who has a disability, that you sometimes forget, oh, I got to take care of myself too, and you want to make sure that you're doing okay with it as well. So I was reading that the first summer camp at Camp Courageous back in 1974 had more than 200 people, and now we're up to thousands and thousands of people all throughout the year.
Over 10,000 per year.
Incredible.
Yeah.
That's really, truly incredible. And right now we're seeing different photos of all the fun that folks are having at Camp Courageous. But talk a little bit about that. It looks to me like there are more than enough, a variety of activities and fun things to get involved in there.
So many that I couldn't name.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Archery, caving, high and low ropes, canoeing, arts and crafts, music, all kinds of sports recreation, swimming. There's an indoor pool as well as a therapy
Look at those
pool.
little guys,
We also have a train. I think it is a 16-gauge train, if I'm not wrong.
Really?
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
That takes campers from place to place around camp and is fully accessible as well.
Wow.
Wow, so you have different camps that are held throughout the year. You know, like Morgan mentioned, I mean, this is more than just a summer camp. I mean, you have camps all year long.
We do. So there's many different programs. So we have week-long camp that happens in the winter, spring, fall, and summer.
Okay.
We have respite weekends that happen every other weekend throughout the year. And then a full travel camp that travels all over the world as well as all over the United States.
Really? How did that get started?
I think really it comes from a need for people to have an independent space to explore. You know, they vacation a lot with their families, which is fun, but at some point we all like to branch out on our own and have new experiences, you know. It provides an opportunity for them to like connect, make friends. They have travel buddies. It really emerged in the last, I would say, 20 or 30 years in camping. But Courageous, it emerged just from a need to keep serving, to do more and to do better for individuals with disabilities.
Yeah, and let's talk more about that. Who can attend Camp Courageous? I mean, we've spoken about a wide variety of ages and folks with disabilities. It's very inclusive.
Yes, yes. So we don't even, the amount of campers served is astronomical, but our oldest camper at one time was 105 years old.
Really?
Yes, so there's really no limit to being at camp as long as you're safe to be there. You know, we all have things that happen in our lives when we get older, and you know, we don't vacation as much, and that can happen for some, but campers of all ages and abilities come to us, and we like to group them in social groupings where they can make friends and do activities that they might not be able to do in their regular life, because everything at Courageous is fully accessible.
Yes. Oh, I just love that.
Yes, and it's much more than camp that you guys do. You have some fun upcoming events that we want to talk about. So get your calendars out because we're looking ahead at some of these. But the first one we want to talk about is an omelet breakfast coming up in April.
Yes. Yes. Last Sunday in April. We have lots of volunteers. There is just a line of omelet stations.
That sounds really good.
So, and I'm sure there are many mix-ins, which is the part I'm looking forward to the most. And really just the whole community comes out to support events like that.
That's great.
The omelet breakfast is a big one. I love it. You know, there's a lot of waffle breakfasts.
Yeah.
Yep. But I like a good omelet breakfast for a change.
And
Yeah.
all of this is to
I'm
raise
an egg
money,
gal.
Yep.
right?
I like the
Yes,
eggs
it
too.
is.
I'm
Raise
more of
money
an
for
eggs gal.
camp.
Yeah, so you mentioned the waffle breakfast that's coming up. Is that September, right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, the fourth Sunday in
Fourth
September.
Sunday in September, and as you said, all of it raises money for camp because camp is not funded federally. It is not funded by the government. It's all, you know, it's funded through donation.
Wow.
So camp is that makes it even more inclusive because
Yeah.
camp is for everyone. No
Yeah.
camper is ever turned away.
Wow, that's amazing. Also, Cruisin' for Camp is coming up in May.
Yes, yes.
And so what is Cruisin' for Camp all about?
It's sort of like one of those sort of car shows that you can go
Oh,
to.
I
Okay.
And
see.
everybody's,
That
yeah,
cruise,
and
okay.
everybody's got
That
their
would
car
draw a
out
lot of
to-
people.
Everyone
Yeah.
loves a good car show.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
So, you know, there's a lot of community there. That really brings in a lot of the community. Camp is very rooted in Iowa.
Most
Yeah.
definitely.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, that's
Most definitely.
great.
And then Pineapple Gala coming up third Friday in August, so you want to mark
Yes.
your calendars.
Yeah,
And
lots of fun
you
stuff.
can look at all of the events happening at campcourageous.org. That's also where you can go donate to the nonprofit as well, because you know, as Jamie mentioned, not federally funded, so they really rely on those donations for the 10,000 campers that they get each year.
Yeah.
Jamie, thanks again for joining us today. Thanks for
Thank
making the
you.
trip.
Great job. Thank you so